Hello and welcome to our second episode of Home as Modern Day Monastery. Home as Modern Day Monastery. And this is a wonderful exercise that we are embarking upon, making our homes into a modern day monastery. And what we're actually trying to do is to bring our spirituality into a concrete lifestyle of living at home. I want to repeat that. What we are trying to do is to bring our spirituality into the concrete reality of our lifestyle at home. And it's not it doesn't have to be an elaborate home, your home. However it is, every home, whether or not it is an affluent home or a humble home, we are just trying to make every single home a modern monastery. And therefore, you will be bringing your spirituality into a concrete lifestyle. This exercise is not about doing different things. It is about doing the same things that we normally do, but doing them differently, doing them with a different motivation. As we started off the video, you would have seen me sweeping. So you're still going to be sweeping. So you're not going to be just going off in any exceptional kind of lifestyle. You're going to be doing the same things that you have been doing, but you're doing them differently. You're going to be doing them with a different motivation. And basically, you're going to be doing them to make sure that everything you do, you're giving glory to God. So these are the principles, the overall principles of what we are trying to do. You are trying to bring everything to give God glory into your daily activities at home. You're going to be living at home, doing the same things, but doing them with a different cultivation. You're going to be using trial and error. So therefore, as you move through the day and you move through the exercises, if something isn't working, you are willing to adapt it. So therefore, when we develop a morning routine, and therefore you say, well, okay, I'm going to wake up at this particular time, and I'm going to do exercise, I'm going to do my morning prayer, I'm going to drink my morning coffee, and then it doesn't work, it is not working, you will then be adapting it. So you're working by trial and error in action. This is not trial and error in theory, trial and error in action. So therefore, if something doesn't work, you're going to try a different way until you get something that suits your rhythm, that suits your responsibilities, and make sure that they work for you. It is trying to pay attention to all things, trying to live in the moment and trying to live in the things that we regularly do at home, but trying to be present to them, trying to be paying attention to them, trying to be living in the moment, paying attention to the things in the moment. You're going to be trying to cultivate beauty, order, and harmony in your home. And that's very important. Cultivate beauty, order, and harmony in your home. And therefore, if you notice, I have chosen for us to be able to have these series of videos in our backyard. So I have some palm trees at the back here with me. I have a little potted plant. And I'm trying to cultivate beauty and order and harmony. We are going to try to improve the quality in all our activities. So whether or not it is sweeping, washing the dishes, cooking a meal, exercising, saying your prayers, we want to be constantly improving the quality of what we are doing so that we can do it in a more of a higher quality. And that's another principle. All of these are the overall principles that are going to guide our exercise in making our home a modern day monastery. This is a spirituality, I said at the beginning, that we are trying to bring our spirituality into the concrete lifestyle at home. But this is not an individual spirituality. This is not something that you are embarking on by yourself. This is a family spirituality. And to the extent that you communicate with your neighbors, you go to church, therefore you're including the community. So it starts off as a family, but it moves into a community. But it is a family spirituality, not an individual spirituality. We are going to try to be aware of and using the rhythm of time, living an ordered life at home. And therefore, we're going to respect the rhythm. So therefore, in the morning, we are going to establish a specific rhythm of what is our morning ritual. Whether or not what time you're going to wake up, how are you going to do your exercise, how are you going to drink your morning coffee or your morning tea, what are you going to do, how are you going to say your prayers, what work you're going to have to do. And then, as I said, if by trial and error that rhythm is not working, you will adapt until you find a rhythm that works for you. The important thing, though, is that you want to live an ordered life at home. We want to ensure that you grasp the benefits of exercise and cultivating simple beauty. Now, I believe one of the easiest ways of doing that is through gardening, through taking care of plants, through making sure that you have plants around the home and you're tending to the plants, because plants can be an inexpensive way for us to cultivate beauty and at the same time have an exercise. So therefore we will adopt an attitude of gardening. I have asked Sandy, my wife, to give me a little plot that she had created before for me to be able to do these exercises and these videos, and you're going to follow me as I try to take that plot and make it into something that is beauty, it is ordered, and it is harmonious, and it is also an exercise. So therefore we're going to try to do that, and we're going to incorporate that in our activities. At the end of the day, I am asking you for basically 3 commitments, so to speak. 1, to be committed to this endeavor. It's not going to be something that you started and then you stopped and you start back. We want you to be able to say, oh, look, I am going to commit myself to this in the year 2023. And I believe by the end of the year, if you do commit yourself, you will reap great rewards. I want you to commit to daily improvement, continuous improvement in quality, continuous improvement in living an ordered life, continuous improvement in respecting the rhythm of the day and following the time to be able to have things done at particular times. And constantly, I want you to really adopt an attitude of listening, observing, understanding what is working, what is not working, and to see how best we can get something that fits our lifestyle. So these are the overall principles of making sure our home is a modern day monastery. And therefore, I would like you, if you've not grasped, and these are the principles, and we're going to be using them over and over. Now, I am going to repeat whenever we do an exercise. I am going to repeat and draw our attention to what principle it is covering. But I'm also going to include the principles below in the comments so that you can follow all the principles that are in our exercise. I want to repeat, this is an activity, a way of living. It is bringing our family spirituality, our individual members of the family spirituality into a concrete lifestyle of living at home. And we believe, and I want to encourage you to follow this for the period of 2023. And I assure you, by the end of 2023, you will be rewarded by a much more ordered, beautiful, harmonious, tranquil home following this spirituality. So thanks for joining us. Please replay the video, grasp everything, and I look forward to journeying with you through this exercise for the entire 2023. Thank you for joining us. I hope you enjoy it and welcome aboard.